to an election. They really, they hope that it will, bring perhaps the DUP voters back on the side and see them as the party that's really standing up to the EU.
We're all ready, Shall I turn off the speaker?
Yeah, actually, the UK and the EU, well, it's not going to make the food debt more friendly, is it? It does mean that the UK government can say to the EU, look, we told you so, there's instability in store bonds, and now you've got the DUP effectively undermining things further. So there's uncertainty in a number of areas here, but they needed to strike, and they've done it.
If it is a start or a political manoeuvre to make work, turn to the EU integrated well, would they be in a formal position to place themselves in negotiations between the EU and the UK, or will they ever be able to apply pressure from the outside of that negotiation?
Well, they really apply pressure from the outside, haven't they? There have been DUP representatives within negotiations in the Joint Committee in the past, but really this is between Liz Truss, the Foreign Secretary, and Maroš Šefčovič of the EU. They must come to this agreement, and they have been at a really good point trying to nail this down. So this is getting pressure exerted from the outside. Of course, as a sort of precursor to this last night, the DUP minister in charge of the which operation checks, all of that, which again isn't going to make the EU very happy. They're again accusing the UK of violating what was agreed in an international treaty. So yeah, it is pressure applied from the outside. The DUP felt they couldn't continue any further without following through on what they promised to do.
All right, Emma, thank you very much indeed. Joe Biden says that the leader of the Islamic State group is being
There's
killed
no
in an
rice.
overnight raid
What's the
in Syria.
Have that one. Instead.
US Special Forces stormed the building in the town of Adli.
I don't know if I like banana.
Huh?
I don't know if I like banana.
It's a different banana. Put some. You like it?
It tastes like.
The White House also said that al-Qurayshi detonated the bomb during the raid, blowing himself up as well as members of his own family.
Do you eat it with your hands?
This is the aftermath.
No.
Estimated that at least 13 people were killed, including 6
Eat it
children.
with your
This is an eyewitness.
chopstick.
Like that. Do you dip it in the salt?
10 minutes later, we had screams.
Yeah.
Surrender. The house is surrounded.
Don't
We
get
heard
it.
fire. There was shelling from aeroplanes and a machine gun.
Well, here's more on al-Qurayshi, the leader of IS in October 2019. He'd already played a major role in the 2014 jihadist campaign to kill and enslave the Yazidi religious minority.
You like the salt?
He also oversaw
this is really
IS's global operations. Have a listen to the assessment of the Pentagon spokesperson, John Kirby. Haji Abdullah was a very hands-on leader and involved
Yum.
in mitigating
Yum.
operations of ISIS, and certainly
Do you want my banana?
You don't want banana?
Do you want it? What's this one? Is this
Sweet
potato?
potato.
You can have that one. I'll try the sweet potatoes.
So his death
Yeah. Put some butter.
dealt a significant blow to ISIS. Here's more Middle East correspondent Anna Foster in favour.
This was a late night raid in the town of Adel, which is very close to the border with Turkey. And what we're told is that US Special Forces moved in using multiple helicopters. People who were living in the area reported hearing loudspeakers with messages in Arabic telling women and children to leave the area. What is also interesting to note is the amount of fighting that clearly happened on the ground. This was a well-fortified position, and we're told that when US Special Forces troops moved in, that there were fighters ready to try and repel them on the ground. Those fighters had vehicles with anti-aircraft guns mounted on them, and they put up stiff opposition to that US raid. Now, we were told very early in the morning by the Pentagon that that raid had been a success. We didn't know immediately exactly what that meant. They said that one of the US Special Forces
Do you eat the
had
skin?
been killed or injured
You
in
can. It's
told us
alive.
that they had recovered
No,
30
okay,
bodies,
it's good.
including 6 children
Okay,
and
let's do
4
that.
women, and then also ferried various people to hospital who were involved in what was going on there. And then a few hours later, it was confirmed by the US President Joe Biden that they had killed the leader of the Islamic State group, Abu Ibrahim al-Qurayshi. He's been in charge of the group since 2019, since the previous leader, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, was killed in an almost identical raid to this one by coalition forces in Syria.
Let's bring in the BBC's Gary O'Donoghue in Washington. Gary, we heard there from Anna talking about coalition forces in Syria. What is the degree of Joe Biden's military commitment to the situation there?
Well, it's now pretty limited to sort of training and support. There's been a formal end to US involvement in Iraq and Syria over the last couple of years, but there are people doing that kind of thing. So this operation demonstrates there's a clear commitment to carry out these counter-terrorism activities, particularly when they get reliable information. They've had
It's really yummy.
information
It's
in
spicy.
December, it's planning in
Still hot.
Joe Biden gave the go-ahead for it on Tuesday.
It's really
And I
yummy.
think it's
I love the
interesting
beans.
because if you cast your mind back, Joe Biden was against the similar kind of raid to take out Osama bin Laden in Pakistan back in 2011. Now, different country, different circumstances, but clearly he's now persuaded these kinds of insertions are a good idea when actually the focus of US foreign policy is much more nowadays on sort of great power politics, China, Russia, what's happening in Ukraine, rather than threatening the Islamic State group.
Nonetheless, this will be presented as an achievement for his administration. I wonder, though, if he has offered any broader thoughts to assist Syria finding any sort of long-term peace and stability. To what degree is the US engaged in that intractable conflict?
I think pretty silent and all that right now, to be honest. I think the American focus is not really on that part of the world, as you know. The idea of not being involved in endless wars, as Joe Biden always puts it, is quite a big one here in Washington.
Does it hurt your
I don't
hand?
think
Yeah.
of US involvement in that.
It's just like-
they are, as they try
Not cramp.
helping to
No, it's
cooperate
just-
and train and assist the Syrian Democratic
This
forces
is-
and the Kurdish forces in those parts of northern Syria and northern Iraq and that sort of border area. But beyond that,
I need to get used to it. I
I
think chopstick.
But obviously when something like this comes along and a high value target like al-Qurayshi presents itself, they can take that limited action to go in there and do it and get out. And they've had success this time around.
Okay, Gary. Thank you very much.
Should I get tissue?
Now, as you may well know, rising energy prices are causing a major squeeze on income across the world. In the UK, the energy regulator today announced big rises in bills that will affect millions of households. The average household bill for gas and electricity will go up by nearly £700. That's energy price cap rises to nearly £2,000.
Do you want to drink something to go?
No, thank you. I think I've got some water.
I wanted to do some nice little
This is, of
hanky.
course, a huge challenge for families, and the government has financial support to try and ease the impact. It will total £350 for the average household. Here's BBC News business editor Simon Jack with more.
For households like Susan's, the news today on energy prices was every bit as bad as feared. From April, fuel bills will rocket and tighten one of the biggest squeezes on household incomes in decades.
It's worrying and difficult at a time when everything seems to be rising at the same time. And it's everything that you have to use, whether it be utilities, interest rates, petrol, food, everything's going up at the same time.
Suzanne pays just over £1,100 a year for her energy. From April, that will rise by over 50%. And for a household using an average amount of energy, the annual price cap will rise from £1,277 to £1,971, a rise of £693, nearly £60 a month.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Given the sheer size of the shock, the government felt it had little option but to provide some financial support.
For me to stand here and pretend we don't have to adjust to paying higher prices would be wrong and dishonest. But what we can do
Have
is take
some.
the sting out of a significant price shock for millions of families by making sure that increase in prices is smaller initially and spread over a longer period.
A rise of nearly £700 in average annual energy bills is a massive hit to household incomes. The Chancellor wants to try and soften it in two ways. First, in April, homes in council tax bands A to D, that's over 80% of households, will get £150 rebate funded by central government. And then, in October, £200 will be knocked off everyone's bills, but that money will have to be repaid £40 a year for the next 5 years. Now, the hope is that by then, the sky-high gas prices which have created this crisis may have fallen. But even the person who sets the price cap says that is far from certain. The head of Ofgem told the BBC there was no reason to think high prices would be short-lived.
It's very hard to predict energy prices at the moment, so the market is incredibly volatile. So it's very hard to say what will happen at the end of this year or early next year, but right now, we are not seeing signs that these prices are coming down.
Visiting a community centre in Bletchley today, the Labour leader thought the measures were inadequate.
It's a dodgy sort of buy now, pay later deal that doesn't come anywhere near meeting the cost or the increasing cost of energy bills, and it's really such a small response to a very, very big problem. It's on the minds of so many people.
They have.
When liquefied and carried in tankers like this is the subject of a global bidding war, which could yet intensify. Precisely why even energy retailers say we must invest in alternatives.
The more we build UK energy independence through renewables, wind and solar, the cheaper our energy gets. Every windmill means we use less gas and will bring our prices down.
But here and now, energy prices are sucking money out of household incomes and government coffers, and the economy.
Hello.
Oh.
Have some soup.
With this issue too. In Germany, the government has cut a green surcharge on
Charlie, you're going to get fat.
Why don't you try it?
as well as offering up to €1 million in one-off grants, particularly
Try some soup, John.
Spain has also cut taxes on energy bills.
Becky's table. I'll have to get a sign. Becky's table.
Companies, that's worth around £2 billion.
You're all right, Becky. You're in and out these days.
Yeah.
You're back to work tomorrow, are you?
No, tomorrow's Friday.